Okay, last question. Oh, Brother Baghdadi. Yes, sir. Arab Journal. Brother Muwakil, you don't have a question for your little brother? Yes, sir.
Ali Baghdadi from the Arab Journal. I have two questions.
Yes, sir.
The first thing, the United States says that they are there to save Muslim lives. How could they convince the Muslim world that is true when the Muslims throughout the world saw what America did to Iraq, what America is doing right now in Afghanistan, and what America is doing now in Pakistan? According to Paul Craig Roberts, who was deputy of the Treasury at the time of Reagan, recently he wrote that 4 million people were killed in Iraq starting from April 90.
I know that's true.
Through wars and through sanctions.
I know that's true.
That's the first question. The second question, they are enforcing no-fly zone over Libya. Why didn't the United States enforce no-fly zone over little Gaza with 2 million people when Israel leveled Gaza to the ground? They destroyed hospitals, universities, schools, apartment buildings, everything inside. The same thing happened in 06 when Israel invaded southern Lebanon. For 33 days, the most sophisticated war machinery in the world, provided by the United States, leveled southern Lebanon to the ground. Why didn't they use the no-fly zone?
Thank you. Great questions. Now, to all the media, listen. To my friends in the media, I want you to listen to me. He raised a question that you can answer. When jet planes, helicopter gunships went into Gaza, dropping phosphorus bombs and other anti-personnel weapons, cluster bombs. Condoleezza Rice, George W. Bush, the American people under this government looked the other way. And what was Bush's response? They had a right, Israel had a right to defend itself because Hamas was shooting rockets into uninhabited parts of Israel. And they may have killed 1 or 2 people. But Israel went in with the force of arms made in America and leveled Gaza, killing men, women, children, bombing schools, hospitals, mosques. Even the UN building was destroyed. Now tell me something, media members. Do you think if there was real humanitarian concern that would not have come out when a slaughter like that was going on? See, anytime a devil, and listen. See, devils are so knowledgeable of the nature of the righteous. It's like that tree in the book of Genesis. Eat everything but that tree that has the knowledge of good and evil. That's a man. Trees don't have knowledge of good and evil. It's a human being that has a nature of evil but knows the nature of good. So he can come among the righteous with a good thing and deceive them and then turn them into doing evil and make evil fair seeming. Now watch what I'm saying. That's a demon. Have they turned Brother Barak? Skillful. Look at all the things he wanted to do. And look at the things that he's been blessed to do. And look at where they're backing him now into a corner to put a black face on a war with Islam. There's a lot of blood on Barak's hands right now. The drone bombs in Pakistan that are killing so-called insurgents, but collateral damage of many innocent civilians. They're dropping bombs, these drones, in Yemen. They're dropping bombs like this in Somalia. That's right. So while they look like they're so noble, if you really knew what your CIA does, no, they don't. The American people are ignorant of the foreign policy of their government. Don't you ever think that they knew, because if they knew, they would rise up. If they hang around me long enough, they're gonna know, and they will rise up against the wickedness of their own government. So the second question was, I think, what was that second? Oh yeah, the no-fly zone. Right? No, they can't convince nobody in the Muslim world of humanitarian concern for human beings. Not in our world of Islam. The second question that you raised was a no-fly zone. And what was under that? Oh, I see. Yeah. Well, when they were raining down bombs in Lebanon, Condoleezza Rice again, our government, let it happen. They knew they were dropping these kind of bombs, but what did they want? They wanted to appease Israel. They wanted Israel to knock out Hezbollah in southern Lebanon. But Brother Baghdadi, didn't they have to leave with their tail between their legs? Because with all their bombs, they could not destroy the will of the Palestinian people and Hezbollah to fight back? Absolutely. America can't win these wars. It's over. You'll see. It's over. And if they kill that brother and his family, like they did Saddam Hussein and his sons, those are chickens, as Brother Malcolm said, that will come back home to roost. Yet America cannot survive and be a world leader in the 21st century unless she has access to the mineral wealth of Africa. And if there is a united Africa, America will be a second-rate power. Russia and China are in Africa big time. China is moving so fast in Africa. America wants to blunt the incursion into Africa with Russian development, Chinese development. So America wants to compete, but she always has a military objective under that. And AFRICOM, in the little place called Djibouti, 1.5 million people, is home now to an American base. Now look, you really don't know your government, and you don't know the American administrations. You just don't know. And I'm not belittling you. But this is corporate managed media. that feed the American people the slop that they want you to eat. So they can tell in the stools that you produce from the food that they feed that they're getting their point over. Am I making it raw enough for you to understand? So I thank all of you for your presence, for your patience. And I pray that what we see going on in the world, that we will try our best to be prepared. You need to store some water in your homes. You need to store some food in your homes, groceries that will allow you to be in your homes for 2 to 3 weeks or 2 to 3 months. But when that great earthquake comes, it won't make any difference what you have in your pantry. It's very sad. And I hoped and prayed that I would not have to see that. But it is coming. And I pray that America will recognize that black folk are nothing for you to play with. You may think you can kill us, but you will only be ending up destroying yourself. So I thank all of you for listening. And I'm sure this will get to the government. That's who I really wanted it to get to. And they may do with it and with me whatever they choose. But God is the one in whom I put my trust. And I would advise you to do the same. Thank you for listening. Assalamu alaikum.